Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. The People Decide civil initiative submitted to Parliament today the signatures it gathered to force a referendum on changes to the election law. The signatures must now be verified, after which the referendum questions could be forwarded to the Constitutional Court to establish their constitutionality.
Our request is that these signatures be counted in a period of 2 weeks, the same time it took us to count them, and that after that the referendum questions be sent to the Constitutional Court, and that the referendum be called for September or October at the latest.
At a conference organized by the Foreign Investors Council, participants concluded that investment into Croatia has stagnated. The investors said that Croatia needs to implement reforms, including reducing contributions on salaries and ensuring a more efficient public administration.
Investment in Croatia is stagnating. They are at a level of roughly €1 billion for a couple of years now, so nothing major is happening in that regard. What perhaps needs to be said is that remittance fees our citizens are paying abroad are twice that amount, more than €2 billion annually. So there is a discrepancy here, and more needs to be done to increase the amount of money coming into Croatia. I call on all of those people working in the public administration, and there are a lot of them, to raise their standard of work, so that we can offer our business community a helping hand. If we fail in that regard, we will continue to stagnate, and we will fall further and further behind. We need to speed up the procedures. From our end, we need to speed up everything, from the central to the local administrative level, because we often make it all the way to the local level. We simply need to speed up the procedure. All of us together need to start with a positive mindset, to understand that these investments are good for us, and that through them we need to search for solutions and progress for economic development and job creation at all levels.
The HSLS, a junior member of the coalition government, announced today that it does not support plans to reduce the value-added tax by 1%. Instead, they are calling for a reduction in the income tax and other salary contributions.
If the VAT were reduced from 25 to 24%, there is no guarantee that prices would be reduced by the same amount. Most likely they would not.
We feel that by reducing benefits, meaning not only taxes but contributions such as health insurance and pensions as well, we would be more competitive and we would provide citizens with bigger take-home salaries, enabling them to spend more. This is a question of investing into Croatia's future.
President Kolinda Grabar-Kitarović is on a 2-day visit to Brussels, where she is meeting with top EU officials. Here's what she had to say after meeting with European Council President Donald Tusk.
First and foremost, I addressed Croatia's priorities within the framework of the EU. Of course, we also talked about preparations for Croatia assuming the EU's rotating presidency in the first half of 2020, which I would say is going to be a relatively demanding period, with plenty of challenges for the European Union and Croatia.
Interior Minister Davor Božinović participated in the second day of the International Homeland Security Forum in Jerusalem today, where the focus of discussion was on security challenges in the coming period.
Croatia has plenty of interest in participating in these kinds of forums, because ultimately the solution to these security concerns and risks to us in Europe as well can be found, and we need to look for solutions at the source.
The Director General of the European Broadcast Union, Noel Curran, met today with the senior management of the Croatian national broadcaster, HRT, with whom he discussed the role of public broadcasters in the age of the Internet and social media.
There's advantages in all of that as well for us. Trust is falling in social media platforms. That gives us an advantage. People are looking for a broader range of genres than they're getting from some of our competitors. That's an advantage for us. There is a new European focus, particularly given what's happening in America and all of those relationships. That's an opportunity for us. But we can only take that opportunity if we work together. We can only take that opportunity if we leverage the strengths that we have across Europe and if we emphasize the European dimension of what we do.
And taking a quick look at sports, the 2018 World Cup opens tomorrow with the host nation Russia playing Saudi Arabia. Croatia is in Group D and will play its first game on Saturday against Nigeria. And now the forecast for tomorrow. Moderate to heavy cloud cover in the interior with isolated showers. Partly sunny on the coast with the odd shower and thunderstorm, starting on the northern Adriatic and then moving to Dalmatia. There will be a moderate to strong northerly and northwesterly inland with a northeasterly in mountainous regions. The northern coast will see a moderate to strong northeasterly with gale-force gusts at the foot of the Velebit mountain. The rest of the coast will see a westerly and northwesterly. Morning lows of 12 to 17 degrees Celsius in the interior, 18 to 22 on the Adriatic, will give way to highs of 18 to 23 degrees inland, 24 to 28 on the coast. The 3-day forecast for the interior calls for variable and unstable weather with showers and thunderstorms. Expect more sunny spells over the weekend. Temperatures will begin to rise again at the end of the week. The coast will see sunnier but also unstable weather. Friday will see some localized showers in Dalmatia. Strong northeasterly winds will die down on Saturday. Temperatures will begin to rise gradually. And that wraps up the news. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night.